Hello, everybody. It's me, Jaime, again. Well, my last name's not again, but here I am once again. This time we're here at vlog 22, the double deuces. And, um, no, I don't script things or write anything down, and I should. I thought it was pretty obvious. Three people asked me this on DMs and email, and they're watching these. Thank you for watching them, by the way. And no, I, after breakfast and showering and shaving, and I get my second cup of coffee, come upstairs, poke the little dot there on my iPad, after I sit down, and I just drink this and go. And I always have something on my mind, so and just see how it comes out. So there's the answer. I wanted to keep it light today, but I just have a lot of stuff in the times that we're living in. Things I just think about and ponder. I get a little nostalgic, but I'm careful not to live in the past. But I'm a firm believer of the past in the sense of it's good to know where you've been, and acknowledge it so you know where you're going. What is the other one? The adage they say, if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it. Something like that. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can always, I think it's down below the comments section. You can email me. I love hearing from people. I will respond from you. This way we can all communicate, while we're indoors. Had a great phone call yesterday with my high school art teacher, and I've been in touch with M. David Tafoya since high school, and he was a very important adult in my life because as a kid, I had a pretty. I guess the scientific term was a pretty fucked up childhood in some ways. Other people did too. I mean, I'm not the only one. I know that, but I was troubled and angry and antsy. I was very hyperactive as a kid, and it was mostly due to my, I don't know, holding stuff in. I mean, you're a kid, right? I remember in junior high, I had the worst time in junior high school life, and I couldn't articulate it because I was 12 and 13, 14 years old, you know. But either here, I don't want to make it a downer. But anyway, I talked to him and we got on the subject of life and how precious it is. And he lost his wife last year of cancer, and I had the beginnings of the same one 4 years ago, and they cut mine out, and we caught it purely by accident. I had a pancreatitis attack that was just kicking my ass, and I was separated from my wife. I was living in this little cabin out in the woods next to the ocean in Marin County, and I was at work that day, and I drove myself that night after work. I worked the whole day to the emergency room. Later, we found out that I had a tumor on my pancreas. It wasn't in it, but it was on it, and it was on there pretty well. So they had to go in and cut half of my pancreas out, which took like an 8 to 9 hour surgery. It was crazy. Anyway, that's what she had, but they caught hers even later, and it was already in her pancreas and went through her system. So I'm grateful, and I'm sad for him. He's a great man. He had some patience with me, and he took the time to kind of go, hey man, why don't what's going on, or why don't you do this, or why don't we get you over here. And it was a kind hand. It was reached out to me, and I took it. It was important. I probably wouldn't be here today. Who knows? And that's where I get to this final point is the nostalgia, people from your past, people who helped you, and you may inadvertently helped other people to get where they are now, just through life. I don't mean get to like some high plateau of what we call success, monetary, materialistic. That's all bullshit. That is bullshit. I mean, it's just stuff. When you die, it doesn't go with you. And that saying of like, he who dies with the most toys wins is one of the most, self-absorbed, inane, soulless surface kind of thing you can believe in. It's being a good person. It's just really trying to be a complete human being. And so letting people know that you love them, you think of them, because time is precious, and you don't know when your clock's going to run out. It could be any time. So that's kind of my little tip. I wanted to keep it light, so much for that. I'm sorry. I do apologize for that, but I hopefully someone out there will at least understand what I'm saying. It's kind of funny because that's why I do comics. I tell people my success rate in my stories is if I can connect with at least one person. Just one person. The connection. That's what it's all about because we're all connected, right? So stay indoors. If you have to go out 6 feet or more, wash some hands. Stay connected though. Write me. Call me. Um, Anywhere. Go to my website, corntortillapress.com. It'd be nice if you bought something, but you don't have to. You look at stuff. If you have questions, there's an email in there. Email me. Come back on this platform, whatever. I'll get back to you. And take care of each other. Let's be kind. Let's all just be kind. Get through this together. And then we can do this in person. All right, everybody. Thanks. See you tomorrow.